Hello guys, into the last video regarding the copper heatsink for an NVMe SSD, the follow-up. So this is, let's say, a cold start for the computer, and we see that the temps indeed go to about 31 degrees on some of those memory chips, and 38 39 tops in the, let's say, warmest part. Overall, it is a really good temperature. I don't know exactly where that drive temperature 3 is, but let's say maybe it is influenced by the temperature of the CPU as well. We will see the drive temperature 3 should rise no more than 42 degrees Celsius. But even so, in some parts we see now 41, but it comes back to 40. So when this happens, when we see a decrease in the temperature, that shows the heatsink, the copper heatsink, is doing its job. But 34 and 41, let's say they reach about the same levels I saw before, but it is nice to see that they also decrease. We see now 42, 41. It levels out at 42. Overall, I recommend you to buy such a heatsink. For sure it will do its job, but be really careful in this aspect. Use the thick thermal compound if you install it on a PC, on a desktop. Use the thin thermal pads if you use it in a laptop. So for sure that is the case. And also if you see any differences in the levels of the memory chips installed on your SSD, like it's the case for the Samsung 970 EVO 980 or any other brands, if you really see a difference in the height, then indeed use in some parts the thin thermal paste, and in the lower chips use the thick one, in such a way that the heatsink will make perfect contact with both surfaces. Otherwise, yeah, you might get into some inconveniences and really get higher temps. Also, keep in mind, do it safely and avoid any contact between the copper heat pipes or the copper surface of the heatsink and any metal parts of the SSD that are between the memory chips and that are not covered by any paper or any material. Then I didn't want to risk it, and you saw I covered the entire surface, although there are online some tutorials that say to put those thermal pads only on top of the memory chips. I really don't want to risk it, especially since I have all my data installed only on this SSD, so it's not like it would be just Windows 1 and if it happens something to it, it's no big deal, I just reinstall it, buy a new one. No, I really have there everything, and yeah, for me, I will keep it like this. Once again, thank you so much for all your support over the years. May your system run as cool as possible. For sure, don't let's say ignore one aspect. The case you have all your components in has a major importance. If you see that you have thermal throttle issues, try to buy a really good airflow case. I cannot tell you how much a good airflow case is. This one, you see, it looks sharp with all these let's say panels, glass and tempered glass or acrylic right here, but the airflow of this case with its original fans, although it has 4 from factory and 3 in front, 1 in the back and 1 added by me here, this is a really bad case when it comes to the airflow. It's just the way it is, but it does its job since I don't have a GPU. I will have to see what I will do when I will install the Intel CC150 right here, and when the GPU will come, for sure everything will heat up even more inside of it. Right now we see we get to 40 degrees on the lowest temps and 47 on the warmest part, which is still reasonable, it's still normal for an NVMe SSD. Once again, guys, thank you, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye bye.